Alright, family, we gonna be getting up in a second, having some technical difficulties. Y'all know how it goes here at the Journey, but I don't want to leave you without any sound, so let's go on and let's get it started. Let's do that till we get our stuff back up. There we go.
Caught up in potential and expectation while ignoring the presentation. I was proud to receive anything dressed up like love. Out of a wardrobe made up of second chance, dutiful, lust-driven, and pitiful love, I willingly clothed myself because I was afraid of their flight. Fully garbed, yet fatigued by malnourished love, I stood before a mirror and there was no reflection. Where did love go? Hoping, searching, wishing, seeking, praying for love to come. Was I not worthy? On the edge of a breakthrough, about to break down, I silenced myself to sleep and cried myself awake. Pen to pad and love spilled out. Not brokenness, not loneliness, not sorrow nor sadness. I wanted to share my story of unfounded love, but here I am, captured by intentional love, soulful love, honorable love, peaceful love, hopeful love, love's love, love filled with the Father in mind, His love, no longer afraid to see me the way you see me. This is love. This is love unfolding, holding back yet yearning to share the most intimate parts of me. Let me love you. After a lifetime of ill-fitting love, you made my soul fire. This is love. This is love unfolding. This is love unfolding.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shouts out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move Move your body, come on, come on. Toast your ancestors, drink up. Come on, drink it, drink it, drink it, come on. You can do it, come on, drink it. Lift it, drink it, come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath, take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on, come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Come on, come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink your water. Oh man, oh man, it is always great to be here. But I can't even say it without me first going to do it because I want to start off with, alright, here we go. So I get anime on my team. Here we go. Bay New Health, C-Moss. C-Moss from Bay New Health. That's Bay New on the cover. He's a Phoenix. Alright? Right? Say don't be Phoenix phobic. Go on to support the spiritual animals. Bay New Health, C-Moss. Coming to the internet near you. Alright, we also are, another sponsor is LBM, Little Booties Matter. You go to LBM, Ohio. As a matter of fact, let me go and make sure I'm giving y'all the right address. LBMOhio.com. Let's see if that's it. If that's it. I think that's it. No. Alright, LBM. I got to find, I am so ashamed. LBM. Oh, damn. Why is my keys messing up? LBM. Maybe I can't spell. Ohio. Boom.com. Is that it? Alright. Let me just look up LBM. Let's just do that. LBM. We want to make sure y'all, Lord have mercy. No. Alright. Let's look it up another way. There's a lot of LBMs on this mug. And then on top of that, oh. Hold on. Ohio.com. God damn it. Alright. Ain't that something? Alright, I can't find it. I will have it by tomorrow so I can share it with y'all. But I am very interested in why it's not popping up. Because I was just arguing about this a second ago. No. Wow. Okay. Alright, let's do it another way. Little booties matter. Do. Is it 2 O's or 1 O's in booties? Matter. Let's say. Oh my God, they got t-shirts and everything, Keisha. Oh my God. Oh my God. I never looked this up. Oh my God. Okay, I see what the problem is. Alright, so we're going to stop. But LBM Ohio, that's one of our sponsors. And our other sponsors, of course, is Blossom 7 Creations. You know, set me up with my bees. Go ahead, go on, focus in on it. Come on now. Come on, you can do it. Come on, camera, don't give up. I ain't giving up on you. Don't you give up on me, camera. You can do it. You can do it, camera. You can do it. It's Blossom 7. Blossom7creation.com. Blossom7creation.com. There you go. All right, family. All right. We done got the sponsors out the way. So now I can go on and say it's nothing like being in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hachim. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast. Kind of late afternoon toast. You know what I'm saying? We laid back on these days. Thank God I had time to rest, man. I'm going to go back and lay back down after I get done with this show. It is Umoja Day, right? It's Umoja Toast. So we're going to give all the Umoja babies a round of applause. But this is the Daily Toast, and it's a Heart of a Simple production. All day, every day, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Alright, family, listen. Come on over to Gye-Nyame.media, because we're about to do the rant. The rant today has a long title. I'm trying to keep it to 10 minutes. It's the rant today. The Umoja rant is Umoja requires leadership, mission, rules, a staple product, and a medium of exchange. I know y'all like, what in heaven's name is this man talking about? That's a lot of stuff. Yes, it is. So, hey, I'm about to go over to Gye-Nyame.media. We're going to pop it off. Going to do the rant. And then I also have to put the compilation together to send out to the family. Damn, I forgot to put the compilation together. I could have did that shit last night. But I was tired. I've been tired for the last couple of days. I had opportunity. I mean, and I that's part of the challenge of having an adventure outside of this, because it's like when I get downtime, like official downtime, because I never really had, like some people was, they got downtime. I never really officially got downtime. Even when I had to quarantine, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I was still working. And so when I get official downtime, it's like, yo, I ain't got to worry about a damn thing. I am out. And this is one of the I don't have no long periods of time where I can really just turn off. And even with that, I can't really turn off because I got the responsibility to the ancestors. And that's not, you know what I'm saying, that's not an issue. I could dig that, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, because I was thinking about at a certain point in time, I was like, should we do the toast in the evening? But then I started thinking about it. I said, no, when you push it off to the end of the day. See, because the reason I usually do it at the top of the day is, especially if I'm going to be doing things, I get up and I can knock a whole bunch of stuff out of the way and not have to worry about trying to catch up. Brother Kwame said, I read Ghetto Cowboy and it reminds me of a break dancing 1, 2, 3, etc. Am I the only one? And I thought all booties matter. No, hell with that. Little booties matter. There y'all go, trying to dilute another movement. You know what I'm saying? Little booties matter. You know what I'm saying? Let them have it. But, so we're going to get to the rant, and then, of course, we're going to do the toast. And like I said, if there's some conversation to be had, of course, we can open up the lines and have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? The black line number is still the same, and then there's nothing for me to throw it up. And I better start throwing it up before I forget how to do it. Oh, Lord have mercy, man. That rest was so good. It was so good. Even though I woke up and I just laid there, and I was like, man, I ain't going nowhere. I'm just chilling. Don't have to go nowhere. And it feels so good because yesterday it was the same way. I didn't have to go nowhere. I finally decided at the end of the day to go see one of my bros and also see one of the sisters as well. So it was cool. Nice and laid back, and I had a whole group, and you just walking for health. You know what I'm saying? Just walking and conversating and you know, it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. Try, man. I'm just trying to tell you, try, man. It makes you feel good, man. Let's give your tribe a round of applause, man. Oh my God. So I am sitting over here, and I said, okay. This is why they don't want. This is why it will forever be hard for us to be able to move towards total independence. All right. Because I'm sitting up here thinking, like, damn, okay, all right. It's Umoja. We got to have something for the rant. Speaking of that, I'm just going to go into the rant. I saved this part for the rant, right? Because this rant might spill over just a little bit, because I have to cover it because we're moving into a time, right, where the opportunity is ripe right now. The whole world is in transition, right? And many of us is trying to go back to the way it was. Many of us in a hurry. I'm talking about using, right? Is in a hurry for it to get back to the way it was. Incredible. I don't understand it. I'm sitting up here like, oh my God, the whole world shifted and people don't even look at the opportunities that's being presented for us, right? But anyway. We're going to get prepared for the rant. Boom, there we go. We're going to go over here. We're going to start that. We're going to go back. All right. Starting the rant now. The rant is officially started, Anime. Good job. We got the war horn blasting family. The rant today. What does Umoja need? Now, come from a Gye-Nyame perspective, because I'm doing research all the time. You know what I'm saying? We talk about a nation, right? And a nation is in a sense, in some form or fashion, a united large group. And then we broke it down to a tribe, which is a group that is a little bit more manageable, a lot more manageable than even talking about a nation. Because if you ain't got tribes, you ain't gonna have no nation. Got to be clear about that, right? You got to have it's a major building block, right? But so with us is stable, historically developed community of people with territory, economic life, distinctive culture, and language in common. All right, you know what I'm saying? Stable, historically developed community of people with territory. Economic life, distinctive culture, language in common, right? Very good definition. When you look at that, when I discovered that, right? When I found that, and that shit was like in a dictionary. So I'm like, what's a nation? I looked at it like, oh, write that shit down. Memorize that shit. Memorize it. It's gonna change your life. I said, wow. So for the last, I don't even know how many years I've been trying to figure out how to get that to work, because we already talk about territory, establishing the territory. You know what I'm saying? Whether the territory is digital or whether it's real, or how establishing the territory. From the territory flows the economic life. From, you know what I'm saying, that economic life helps protect and helps build that culture, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, all that stuff come out of the territory and the economic life. Right? The distinctive culture can only grow up on a territory that has been identified and protected. Right? Language in common. It grows. The language grows because that territory is providing the economic life, which includes food and all that, the resources to live, right? For the distinctive culture to arise and for a language to be developed. Very simple. That culture is a symbiotic thing, right? And so I'm sitting in the tub this morning. I'm like, well, damn, the issue with us is that we are confined within, right now, the whole world, the way the whole world is defined, because, I guess at no other point in history has it been, the world it's divvied, the world is totally divvied up. In a sense, right? The world is totally divvied up, okay? And it's like we are in the midst of the oppressors or the colonizers or the West Asians or whatever term you want to throw on it. And we have been educated totally in their culture, right? Their culture, in a sense, is our culture. I mean, a lot of us don't want to say that. I mean, but even those of us that's running around with titles like that's as high as doctor and shit, we received that from their institutions. Right? We don't got no high priest titles or no shit that we use that we respect in our community other than pastor, and a lot of those, right? Reverends and pastors, a lot of those have been trained by these institutions. So I'm thinking, what is it that we need? So I'm sitting up here, I'm listening to all of these people over the last few months talk about digital currency, right? And what digital currency provides. And then they also list out the definition of a community. How do you form a community around this thing once you establish a medium of exchange? Because we, as a people, we may be able to establish or squeeze out a little bit of territory, but we haven't been able to really develop and build an economic life. Right? So let's talk about developing this economic life, right? In order for the territory to be able to be established, protected, and expanded, right? We need strong leadership, right? Regardless of whether that leadership is coming from an individual or that leadership is coming from a council. You know what I'm saying? There is lacking in a lot of our organizations, a leadership, a clear idea of leadership, right? That has been accepted by everybody. I know it's like people like, I don't have to be accepted by everybody, but in a sense, the leadership has to be able to be undisputed. You understand what I'm saying? Whether that is from a council, whether that is from a certain group, you know what I'm saying, which of course would be a council, or whether it's from an individual, that leadership has to be there. The leadership has to be there. And this leadership has to be able to provide a mission, goals, and objectives for that group, for that tribe. Right? Right? Y'all with me? So you need that leadership, right? Now that leadership, of course, right, has to be able to put together those missions. So we talked about the leadership. We got the mission. What is the mission? Right? What is the mission? See, because what a lot of people don't understand is we got people in our collective that got thousands of followers, right? And you don't understand. And I'm like, yo, in a sense, you have been thrust into a leadership position, because although you might look at having thousands or maybe 10,000s of followers as as nothing special, that shit is not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy, right? And then to be able to create stuff to keep people active in your digital territory, come on, family. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, regardless, let's get off of that. That leadership need to be developed, right? And a mission for the group has to be laid out, right? There has to be a mission, right? And the thing that holds all that together, the glue that holds all that together, is the principles and the rules. Because the rules, in a sense, establishes the borders. And we've been talking about that at Gye-Nyame for a very long time. The do's and the don'ts, right? And this is where a lot of our organizations kind of slip, because there's a lot. It's to a point where, and I'm guilty of the shit too, giving everybody the benefit of the doubt to the point to where everything dissolves. Everything dissolves. People could do whatever they want to, whenever they want to, and that shit is not healthy. We don't allow that with our children, and we shouldn't allow that with our adults in our collective. And once again, once you get to a point where people are like, I'm grown and you can't tell me what to do, then they need to get the fuck away from your group. They need to separate themselves. They have outgrown. They have snatched the stone from your hand, and it's time for them to leave. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, There has to be rules. There has to be do's and don'ts, because you can't develop what we're talking about developing. Whether we're talking about building an institution, whether we're talking about building a tribe, whether we're talking about doing nation building, whether we're talking about setting up a camp for kids, you know what I'm saying? Whether we're talking about building a school, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what we're talking about, there has to be rules. There has to be. You know what I'm saying? There has to be do's and don'ts, and those must align with the principles. He said, we're sucking from the tit of Western civilization. And it's providing us with the survival. They're providing us with our economic life. And they're also providing us with our rules. And their rules do not work in the benefit of us. It works in the benefit of them. So once we establish shit that works for us, see, because this, even with the no snitching rule, right? We done took some shit that is supposed to work for us, right? That probably came up out of a freedom-seeking movement and allowed thugs to get hold of it and hold entire communities hostage, right? All the shit that is not of us, right? That is not directly from us, that how can I put it? That is not developed by us, for us, turns and bites us in the ass every time, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not controlled by us, and I'm like, it's sort of like, and what's crazy to me, damn, 10 minutes up, I ain't done yet. But what's crazy to me is almost as if our enemy, West Asians, white supremacy, the idea of white supremacy, the idea of whiteness is mutating as we battle. It's changing as we battle. It's sort of like we got our own battle that the world is battling against COVID right now. It's the same way we have to battle against white supremacy, because it never stays the same. It is always morphing and changing and shit. So even when we do establish rules, we got to understand that to adjust and to defeat us, they will change so that the rules, the very rules that we use in our community, will work for them and against us. Because that's what we've been seeing. Hip-hop was designed to help us. Now, somehow, the rules of the game have changed to where it's all about turning our kids into some drug heads or some shit. I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm listening to. Murder and drug heads. You know what I'm saying? Nice beats, though. Very nice beats. The beats be rocking. But the shit they be saying, I be like, ooh, I'm kind of scared. These little motherfuckers. Just like the coronavirus is the white plight. So we got to have those rules. And also, once again, going back to some old Gye-Nyame, Brother High Tim Rant shit, we need a staple. Something that we need in our lives that we as a group decide that we will buy from no one else. Not some novelty shit that, because the beads, of course, we shouldn't buy our beads from nobody else, but I don't need my beads on a daily basis. You understand what I'm saying? So this would not be enough to kind of support. Unless we having shit that I have to go to all the time. Beads, I can't eat the beads. A staple is something that is needed that you, in a sense, will not purchase or cannot purchase from anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So we have to kind of figure out what that is. Last but not least, we need a medium of exchange. And this is the whole reason that I got onto this shit real quick. And I'm done after this. With the medium of exchange, it's like, you know what I'm saying? For a long time, we wasn't able to create our own currency because, legal issues and stuff. I mean, we could do little shit for like little parties and shit where we have our own type of money, blah, blah, blah. Back in the day, we used to do some shit like that. But we could never have our own currency. But with this tokenized economy that's coming out, with this digital economy that's coming out, we are able to, in a sense, create our own means of exchange. and establish the value based on what the community respects, or based on what the community wants. Even though we could have been done that. But with the digital currency, it makes it a little bit easier. And we can have, in a sense, like they like to say, a proof of work. We could set a limit on how much of it is out there, right? So that we don't have to be dealing with just, somebody in power just creating shit. All right, we need 100,000. We need 100,000 Negroes. Let's go and just create 100,000 Negroes. No, we got to set, what I'm saying? There's ways and there's rules that you can apply this shit. Once again, them borders and them rules. Staple is integral to your survival. Holds you down, especially when times get rough. That's right. And also, let me put this. The staple will provide enough individuals, I believe, in our community with work, with an economic life, to where they could be, in the sense, the front lines to help defend us. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like, the nation in the bean pie. At one point in time, the nation in whiting fish. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to figure out, because we can do the same thing with greens. It's just a matter of getting somebody who is really interested in that. Because like I said, right now, we got the means to produce. I don't know how, I would really like to see us push this whole garden thing to, and be like, boom, we just growing different types of greens. We got greens. We got greens. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that our families are going to get them. Knowing that if nobody else buy them, our tribe is going to buy all them motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? Members of our tribe and members of our extended tribe are going to buy that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And it's a staple. And it provides a group of individuals within our collective that it provides them with a lifestyle, with a living, and their living is based on them serving the community, serving the tribe. And that shit, I don't see nothing wrong with that shit. That's but that's me. That's me. That's been the rant. So family, we need leadership. We need a clear mission. Rules to establish the borders, the do's and don'ts of the family. We have to decide on the staple. We really need to start having some discussions. You know what I'm saying? City, because this is not something that, and please understand, this is not something that I'm talking about on a large level, because a lot of times I honestly believe we get lost because we be trying to go big. When in fact, I think the revolution, or whatever we're going to call it, is going to happen on a smaller level and roll into something bigger. And I think we have to start small, because trying to start big is too many fingers that could get in and confuse stuff. So I think it's best for us to start at the tribal level. You know what I'm saying? Starting at the tribe level, right? Where individuals know people, where you can actually vouch for those few hundred people that might be involved with you. Maybe that about 149 people. I know all of them. You know their families. Boom, you're able to vouch for almost everybody, because in some form or fashion, if somebody is someplace where they ain't supposed to be, dealing with some folks that they ain't supposed to be, somebody within your circle should know. Right? Keep it small. You ain't got to worry about all that stuff. But anyway, this is Brother High Tim, and that was the rant. Thank you, Anime. And as we say in Gye-Nyame, class dismissed. Now get the hell up out of my classroom. All right. Let me go and do that. Update this. For those, now we're about to do the toast. Y'all know that. Those that's been around. I want to make sure that those that's out there know that you are welcomed. And I do mean welcome. You are welcome to get your ancestors on the list. It will be our pleasure here at Gye-Nyame Journey to serve your family, and especially if you're the tribe, to serve you and to add your ancestor to the list. How do we do this, Brother High Tim? It's a very simple process. It's very simple. It ain't even hard. Listen, first things first. All right, you ready? If you're listening, you listening? You got your listening ears on? First step. Step one. If you are in the chat right now, you can throw your ancestors up there in the chat. I will get it. I will put them in the book. You know what I'm saying? But more than likely, because I'm starting late or whatever, you're probably catching this on a replay. And more than likely, you're listening to this and not able to see. So wouldn't make a difference. So also, you go to our social media platforms. We have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram page. We have a TikTok page. We have you can even look up Hatim, HA2TIM. I'm the only brother with a number in his name. You can look me up. You know what I'm saying? And send me an inbox. Send somebody in Gye-Nyame inbox. You know somebody else in Gye-Nyame. Send them an inbox and get your ancestor's name on the list. And from there, I'll be toasting them on a daily basis over here at the Journey, because that's what we do. And we've been we've been very, very consistent at what we do. Very, very consistent at what we do. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty proud. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, even, because I was laying in bed, I said, man, but I got to get up and do the toast. Oh, I feel good, but I got to get up and do the toast. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, and like I said, I couldn't even imagine. I'm thinking about the day when I have to go on to take my kids to meet their family over in Ghana. I'm going to have to do the toast. I'm going to have to take some time over there to do the toast. And then how many arguments I'm going to have to get in about that shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this is real to me. This ain't play. This is for real. For real. So we about to go and do that toast. Anime, are you ready? All right, Anime ready. I'm ready. I'm about to pour me some ambrosia. Pour some ambrosia real quick. Yep. We're going to go on. And we are going to lift up our glass to the Creator. By whatever name you choose to call that Creator, we lift up our glass. We salute that Creator. And guess what we say, family, on a daily basis here. Gye-Nyame, we say Ashe. You say your word of power when you see me lift the glass. If it's Ashe, then it's even more powerful. If not, it's the energy and the intent, right? What are you trying to bring into the room? Please understand that when we toast these things, right? When we do this, right? We are calling these energies. We are waking these energies up, and these energies are ready to serve us, right? So what is bothering you in your life? What are some of the things? What are some of the challenges? Allow your ancestors to work on your imagination. Allow your ancestors to kind of clear the way. They're not going to clear it all the way out for you, because you become weak when they do that. You know what I'm saying? But they will work. They will work it. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe me? Check out and ask some of the people that has been toasting with us for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if it does not work for you, throw it to the side, because it's sure been working for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to waste my time. All right, but anyway, let's get it. We're lifting up our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator and we say, word of power. Ashe. That's right. Give it up. Come on now. When that family move. We move. What we moving to, Brother Hatim? Very simple. Be patient, baby. I'm going to let you know where we moving to. Slow down. Slow your roll. Can I do my thing? You do your thing, I do my thing. Let me do my thing, right? So here we go. We're moving from there to our ancestors, right? We're lifting up our glass. We started the toast, for those that don't know. We started the toast for our personal ancestors, because a lot of people will post up about, you know what I'm saying, the famous ancestors, but a lot of people forget about Big Mama and how important Big Mama was to your existence. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Forgot about what Big Mama went through. You know what I'm saying? Because Big Mama wasn't on the front lines in the sense Big Mama should be forgotten. Hell no. You understand what I'm saying? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So we lifting up our glass to all of our personal ancestors, right? Those individuals that are directly in our bloodline, right? So that's what this is for, right? If you're looking for the fancy libations where they're going to say all of the famous ancestors' names, go on somewhere else. This is not the place for you, right? This is not the place for stardom libations. Some of y'all just be pouring stardom libations, show off libations. Let me show you how far back I could go back in history. You know, you want to press us over here. Let's see how far back you go in your family line. Let me hear a story about your grandmama. Let me hear a story about your great grandfather that you heard from your grandmama. Come on. Come on, let us know that you have been talking and learning about yourself as well as about what's going on out there. Because family here in Gye-Nyame, we believe we are a generational people. What do you mean? Now, hold on.
What?
That is the stupidest. You're going to hurt yourself. Those are not designed for that.
I'm just getting my computer.
Okay. All right. Man, I forgot where I was about to go. Let's see, my daughter's about to kill herself. All right,
I'm not about to kill myself.
All right, where we at? Yeah. All right, well, anyway, we just gonna toast. We're gonna lift up our glass, and we're gonna salute our personal ancestors. Y'all need to, I'm gonna keep y'all about to get restricted from my showtime. Y'all ain't gonna be able to come down here unless y'all part of the show. This is ridiculous. Anyway, we lifting up our glass. We saluting our personal ancestors. I'm going to go as far as I can. And then I will go to the sheet when I need help, you know. And if I miss an ancestor, family, realize it is a mistake of the head, not a mistake of the heart, please. All right? So we got William Walter West, Nigel. Oh, my God. I already messed up. Miles Brown, Mizan, Robert the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Fannegasson, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twig, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Shimon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Falar, Montague, Pittman, Normal X, Pet Mont, Rob Malik Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Agony, Elder Ryan Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Dag L. Pauline Luxter Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jen Foss, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Rich Trade, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy William, Dan Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fitz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Rem J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Del Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Libby the Farmer, Aunt Gold So Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Seth Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Allie Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Jordan Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther, Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Investor, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amica Russell, Demon Ayres, Gina Roop Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West. Oh, dang. Hold on. William Walter West. Yeah. William Walter West. Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Fanani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, Dupree Designs, Anders Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cannon, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edwin Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frankie Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G. 2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Adam McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Harriet Tubman Case, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Senior, Melly Miller, Halsey Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Max Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Japel Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Evans Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Ron Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Aaron Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson. Hold on. I know where we are. Where we at? I'm going to go Charles Walker, Charlie Walker Sr., Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Herman Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jack and the Brothers, Reginald Ivory, Mazarin Coper, George Swan, and Monte Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Shawnee Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Going to the Black Book, we got Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair and Elder Fatima McNair. We got Anthony Brown. We got Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson. We got Anthony Brown. We got Jonathan Gaucher. I missed somebody. Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shank Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damien Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Wiggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jeff, Rob Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clay, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Ella Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasonda Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, L. T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Coma, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis. We got Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey. Got Victor Bolden. We got Priscilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, Taylor Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Virginia Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Wester, Alice Wester, Ivy Wester, Ornella Willis, Ethel Lane, Simone DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James Leslie Winston, Nathan Julia Lawrence, Roselle Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Roselle Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known Tooth the Don, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor, Mary Smith, Juanette Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carlos Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel, Dennis Brenda, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona Yolanda Honey, Von Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Pam Johnson, Vera Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallop, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Albert, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, out of Spate, and Ira Branson. We got Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keaton, and the Shepherd, Bert L. Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepherd, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilfork, Frederick Smith, James Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris. We got Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdur Razak, Vivian Johnson, B.J. Jones, Avishel Roboleto Monterosa, Chet Word, Mama Rahani, Deborah Michelle Nash, Joseph Lane Miller III, and Renoko Rashidi. Family, we have done it again. We lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our personal ancestors. We lift them up high. We salute them. And we remember them, right? We call on them. We lift up our glass. We say, Ashe. Now, with all those people that I read, I want y'all to think about this. All those families and tribes, right? Each one, we had to speak out on a web of possibly thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. Thousands of connections. All of the tribes that was involved in just this little libation that we called on. All that energy that's coming up and is able and available to you. Man, give him another one, anime. Oh my God. All right, from there, family, what we do? I know what we doing. We're moving from there, from the past. We're moving from our ancestors who control the past. We're moving into what we control. We're moving into this moment. Right now, we are on Umoja. Right? I'm going to give all the Umoja babies a round of applause again. We appreciate you. Umoja, right? Umoja, right? Family, I ask you to open up your reticular formation. Seek out Umoja. It's around you. Some of y'all going to be going to barbecues. It's going to be there. The talk of unity is going to be up and available. And you don't have to use the words of unity. Expand your vocabulary, right? So that you can convey an idea, right? Using many different words, right? You know, sometimes fooling people into doing the right thing. It works. Trust me, it works. Right? So, a lot of y'all going to those barbecues. Go enjoy yourself. Enjoy the unity. You know what I'm saying? Snap the picture of the Umoja and ship it off. Right? For those that don't speak the language, by the way, Umoja, I already told you, means unity. Truth is the modic principle. Violet is the color, as you can see by my shirt. You go on to merch.gnj.media. Go and get that merch. Get your violet or purple Daily Toaster shirt. We got mentalism. Mentalism is the Hermetic law. Male name is Kojo. Female name is Ajwa. We lift up our glass and we salute this present time, this moment of Umoja. We embrace it. We understand our responsibility with it. We have to grow it and expand it. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, where we going? Where you going? We going to the future. We lift up our glass, we salute our children's children, on to infinity, and we say, Ashe. From there, where we going, family? Is a very simple journey from there. We're going to jump from our future generations to all of our relations. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we're going to lift up our glass for that special toast. That special toast that you might have in mind. What is the situation that you want to toast for? What is that? This is yours. What do you want? You know, so what are you toasting? Where are you sending some of this energy? We're lifting it up. All right. Also, we want to send out the energy to all those that might not, you know what I'm saying, that's in our families, that's in our tribes, extended family, extended tribes, that that we sending out the energy that they may need, that balanced energy, right? Because a lot of people talking about sending out good energy. Sometimes too much good can flip to bad. So we want to send out the balanced energy so the person can get what they need, right? Because sometimes they might need a kind word, but other times they might need a kick in the ass. So, so we sending out balanced energy from Gye-Nyame, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might need a little bitter, as well as sometimes you might need some sweet. So we lifting up our glass, we saluting, we toasting, and we're saying the word of power. And that word is Ashe. From there we move to that selfish toast, family. This is for you. What is it that you need right now? Now the other one was for you to toast outside. You might have a cousin that you might have a cause you want to send some energy to, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But this one is for you. In the moment right now, what do you need right now to move towards your greatness? Right now in this moment. Right now in this moment. Stop thinking all the way out there. I want you to think about this moment right now. What is it that you need right now? We're lifting up our glass. Come on, I'm listening. Ashe. Great job, great job. From there, where we going? High town. Very simple journey. We're going to move from over there from that selfish toast to that tribal toast. Lift up your tribe. My tribe, Gye-Nyame, what's your tribe? Come on now. Say it out loud. Don't be scared. Say it up. Say it. Come on. Ashe. Now, last but not least, family, I want to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting, most inspiring individual in the world right now. In the room. I'm lifting my glass up to you. Now, check this out. I just thought about it. I ain't had coffee in maybe that's why I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, lifting it up. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, and joy. The ancestors like that clink sound. All right. We lift it up and we say peace. Ooh, that's good. All right. Let me work on this stuff real quick. All right, family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Ha ha. All right, let's get it. What we going to take y'all out on? Actually, I'm just going to say, peace, and we're out. Fooled you.